shall not reference, but who go tell the truth? TUC, silence, even journalists, silence, oh, then who go say the truth? Right is right, wrong is wrong, no matter how you justify. You say you wanna get rid of corruption, someone want to help you, now the person become your target. Jobless, no, they mean senseless. Poverty, no, they mean useless. One day, then go resist.
Yamamu Ajo Esan Emamu Akaba Eduba Nukreme Di Edi Antonia Kipa Ipa Ania de Nukrenum Atubibia Ewose Edda.
Tune in on today's Ghana News TV on our usual socio-political show, Mind View.
Today Ghana News TV, so on Today Ghana News TV, we're live on YouTube.
And then so I have ready for some in share. Today Ghana News TV Kasafidie show.
Today Ghana News TV, we are the masters of the game.
Yo, eti for Yamojo Emokwaba Edeba Today Ghana News TV so beam. And ne memory that. So the eti for near for monimono. In memory that the Ubesiana Nanki Kwebu. So you say kusi mpia kusi pia and say bibi tano e nyina ni musem say Ghana ene e bo anopa song e kopo anwumre nonum e na ede abato e hyehyɛ so abato a yeyi mampanyini ene emna hye badwafo a ombedi Ghana kabimame kabi amamu anim emfie nan a eda yenimu yi 2025 because 2028 and 2029 na abato no ma bibra koso ye start ye hyehyɛ campaign ahodo a political parties ye ene bosha ahodo a ebi mu ye yo montimi ani so omo a sebi omo register some political parties and so ye hunu campaign bi omo beye ana ye hu political party offices ni ade ene yisi twa ballot papers ye be register ye nya register ye new biometric whatever ye new biometric register BV machines ayira letter comes there be hwe nyina ai efe ko wiase no magya to sampa bibia ayira na so de ayira no entimi emfa so boni bia emre a fiwe anase ne abato ye to yi edru baby register na ba ye no na afinsem bi wo register ni mu necessary as a register na say enkototen electoral commission so yeah bibia ye okay NDC4 etimi ejina omana mu kire the electoral commission say there be no maybe enkoyie e kodu be electoral commission ejitu mu say on ma ye hyehyɛ ma ye corrections ma CSE and no ma nanka ekwochew e register ni mu way be a janya betru ene ena timamufo a mfie nwotwe atwam mo experience na na Akufo-Addo ene Dr. Bawumia amamu the NPP akwanya bae se mo sai enkwakire mo adwene se afi wei ana mfie na yeda ye ni mo yi bo sa de abenwa no ama the NPP a Dr. Bawumia eda no ana se ye Papa John Dramani Mahama a ono so da NDC ano our former president ono na mo de beba no ana e bi mo asesa mo adwene afranto na mo de bema na ana se gum and any of the independent candidates say the SNSA we abano nya akoto say sorting e koso enche na fi first group of results ba enunti enanwumre today Ghana News TV ihia ya na ye number twetwe abato ya ho nkomo eko say na hu no ene baby ampote ma wo say na call ye nti wa wo hwe ye wutie wadaroma your comments and your suggestions is very welcome ye pese ye hu constituency awo police station awo did you witness anything unusual and I say bibia court wotin ma ye nye wadwenkyere bra na ye so ye hwe say de eko na nedwumadie no ye kai mo say enam today Ghana News TV so after the King's Radio so after dwumadi and Sakina Information Center e Tatale na nata frimo so e bie dwumadi na tum e Tatale after high 93.7 FM and so after dwumadi and Jaframa TV and most of our social media affiliates and information centers be prayer after dwumadi wada roma jedwa ne metwetwe nkomo ne omo me no metwetwe nkomo eye yenua bema eye Emmanuel Annan edi ne kwi ewo Germany abrochimemu woka Emmanuel Annan sorry woka NDC Germany chapter communication team eho ono enso yen oka panelists yi ho eye yenua ba Sylvia Happy Annan so eka today Ghana News TV yen central for no ne ye presenters no ho ono so watene ho gumu ewo Ghana persuasion bebre ono so be friend phone so na fe what they work money they observe aba afa ye Dr. Lawrence wodi ne kwi US abrochimemu ono so eka abedmedi so NDC US communication team member said ye nim to Ghana News Dr. Lawrence ne Emmanuel Annan omonya hoho dwumadi so enuanom memo akwa Ediba today Ghana News TV special election edition so.
Yeah, just so.
Yo.
Yeah, remember Doctor just answer because on the penina yes we are tanachi.
Yo. Ye da wasi be say minim say enne adaje ni poso mo sori anopay say enye one station to the other. Now you have one phone call to the other. Exactly. You are monitoring what is going on downtown. Now, Doc, me person because I say, oh, down one I say, oh, that's what US.
Me that's what US.
Okay, which means say you are monitoring from afar.
Correct.
Say so far about when they say broadcast and your cast area. Minim and observations are why and Mr. Dr. Aminu is say, what is your first impression about today's election?
Well, I mean, the mechanic say, I am reading and hearing say there's a low turnout overall in the country. Among from Kotwabano. Na the history actually say normally say amanfo ankotwa ban sana ayana a go against the incumbent, and we knew that, and I say we knew this from at least the 2016 elections. The campaigns and the rallies, I mean, huge people were at the NDC rallies, but at the end of the day, no, obiara na adwene sɛ ɔnkɔto aba if you say NDC ni ɔmo ani ne yie anaasɛ na NDC ho afono ɔmo enti ɔmo ankɔto aba ɛno na ma MPP ne Nana Akufo-Addo ɛbɛyɛ president a ɔmo atena so from 2017 abɛsi ɛbɛ. And my general observation is that there's low turnout, and normally when there's low turnout, Sana, it affects the incumbent. It tells the people, say, they are fed up with the incumbent, they don't want to vote for them. Nkotuma NDC, yes, so I Nkotu in the Betenefi, you know, that kind of attitude. That kind of it goes against the incumbent. NDC for there, we are praying, say, sa semna anasa analysis na I am paying for you know. And necessary a bebem and necessary no credit said low turnout would affect the incumbent, and at the end of the day, the opposition would win these elections.
Yeah, that's very or say low turnout. According to Dr. Lawrence, the observation is anytime be about low turnout, it goes against the incumbent, which is the government in power. And so far, the entity and so on, and after the ordinary two form sana air coso. So as NDC comrade, or you sure say see about one kwama NDC. Yenua Bema Kofi Agbeku. I'm sorry, a political analyst. One so abeka ho. Kofi Mwakwaba edeba Today Ghana News TV. So and then you rain.
Medase Alfred na mechia wahwefo ne weti for Ghana ni wiase afa na nyina. Mesa so chia me boss Dr. Lawrence. Ene menua Ima. Mechia mo.
Ye Mwakwaba bebre. We dey Kofi uba late, but remember what Bansana me Ima aba because Ghana so far. Say na we pa boy nkomo de na ekoso Ghana so far.
Kakra metumi aka fa on say Nyankopon adom abato no awie wo polling stations ne bi afena sortings egusu a ekoso baby won so a enam time o mo de start ye nti no omun sheda ento aba ne nwie fi say nipa na ewo queue ne mu ebra ebo no num no mo dosu yie nti me assure say ana me susu se ebia ebra me di free one sa brain se ebia o ma wie di a ba me gidi se baby bebre o ma wie a sorting na nti a menya ne se na omugusu sorting baby a me nso me bo modern kwa apro no me assure se by now baby we ono ma omo ekenkan na so far so good apart from Tolon Northern Region area honoma yenya incidents ba ku mienu bi a 7 previous yenua bi kra ehwe ne nkwa papa peni kakra there has been shooting incidents and so far so good meka say ya na tension regional counting ne so nti say nyandu counting kra na de ekaka koni a me observation there may a little disappointed easy ni posture any ni utterances kakra when the press conferences mienu a me witness you know it seems still easy no nye the type or accepting the fault, and it's a very big challenge going forward. Udi ade ni manaye de oma de ehye won sase hweso na di hu dwuma abre bia esin to bebe bia no wo se wo gye mfom so otum na eno na betuma aboa ama waye corrections a esefata se oye going forward se yehwe ba bi to se enkran empatem baby a yan papa pani Kwesi Pratt ekoto aba. You'll be surprised say ene asat anopa 10 na ya papa Kwesi Pratt ete hono a ballot paper ne ink ene stamp ehon nsem a enni ho nti no omontume nto aba. I mean sanioma we entwai a say o address press na e wo say nka as an institution no say mu na wo say wudi kan gitum na upa ho chew na nka de esi ya yenua bi anaye papa bi ahwere ne nkwa no waka eho asem no wapachew na wasrese Yeah, yɛhwɛ ato aba EC officials a wɔn di abatoɔ n'anim ne nyinaa no sɛbi mprɛduasa baabi a esi ntɔɔ biara no wɔn bɛhwɛ na wɔn asiesie ansa na wɔwɔ asɛm bi ka a waka na wɔn mma mmɛka te sɛ political spokesperson ɛnyɛ ntwa yi nti wɔn me nsɛm a mede bɛdi kan no ɛhɔ na mɛka mebɔ police aba so sɛ wɔn ayɛ wɔn afa mu deɛ na mede kan ansa na ɛnɛ da yi bɛdu sɛ Nanado ɛyɛ president na sɛ yɛka sɛ sogyafoɔ mpie ɛwɔ abatoɔ mu a ɛyɛ ntorɔ fi sɛ me little experience from Nanado no sɛ papa no ɔka asɛm wɔ n'ano wei a n'ano wei ɛyɛ
Kofi Wadaroma, hold on kakrama me na me wo yenua ba Sylvia Happy anan ewo ahoma no so na yenje Sylvia ne report Sylvia ye mo akwa ba de ba my Today Ghana News TV so enanwumre yi pe passion na pom to say
Yami adomboko
ye de nyankopon ase Sylvia tokrobe mu na hye se ye ehemfa na wo se ye. Oh, sorry, Sylvia Homano article here. Technicians here na yes, I had Sylvia abeto a year a Homano so. Hello, Sylvia, what you good. Na me busa say see I fa na wo na amane bobe na bit me dia bo atefo na tifo.
I'm sure me wala basis to
La the says to so far elections omu gusu ye vote na so my voting ewie. There na say ekoso. Okay, no more counter presidential. Which one my provisional results?
Provisional ones, no. Parliamentary, no. NDP, yeah, 1. New Force, yeah, 7. MPP, 95.
Okay.
NDC, 237.
237 NDC.
Yes, please.
And now MPP 95. Okay. And now a movement for change. You say.
Movement for change.
Yeah.
On your 1.
Okay. Anyway, so where presidential results and our parliamentary results now okay. Where presidential. Okay. Yeah, that's be brady. Here me pa yes NPP NDC, which was NPP 95 and NDC John Dramani Mahama 237 votes. And on ya can you now Sylvia what do want to from about on the net 10 out net saying it was a police station war.
It wasn't that much, but okay.
But have you had opportunity to ask some of the people why the low turnout?
Yes, when you ask some people, they give different reasons. You know.
Can you share some of those reasons with our viewers and listeners, please?
Okay, they feel say no matter who comes to power, nothing is going to change. Everyone also say whether there's change or no change, prices are going to remain the same. It doesn't like people give various reasons that but I try to convince some people to also participate. But still those who want to do it, they did. Those who didn't want to vote, they didn't vote.
Okay.
So that's what happens today.
Which means that the don't have a politics and democracy. Oh, okay. Now, apart from police station, what's the name of the police station in December?
La Basis 22.
La Basis 22. La Basis 22. Okay. Accra, right?
Yes, Accra.
Accra. Okay. Kotoponho. Oh, fine.
Yeah.
Now, Osha, police station, UTA police station abakwasemo a NDC stronghold, and I say, Sena a hormono voting pattern the tier.
I have voting pattern the NDC stronghold.
Okay. All right. Now, did you witness some violence, electoral violence be an answer. Yet say a bit more at the ballot papers show more already to printed ballot papers show more and come a model cotton more no more experience be one.
They had the and be the area called Baha, Bones and Goku bring said Baku. So that's what happened here today.
And we were also told that the Ghana army catch the Ghana force yet the military are not going to be deployed into the polling stations. That police station now, did you see any military person ever around Anna?
There's no military person here, but there's one prison
officer. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
Please.
All right. Apart from questions, Mabu say, is there anything unique, any peculiar thing I say, Uma ati for eti, I for etiana?
Oh, I had the Bibia course super pepe. Basa, you're being Siwaha.
Mo Sylvia, yadasi be brave, say, O de my boy abre, Wadaroma, for any two form, the force to form. The better tofumbia, Wadaroma, Yasonte na, Yan found to one so. Na afi yen tie because yen ya yen ben honomono and a tie for the are relying on Today Ghana News TV reportage, and we know say we are one of the authentic voices when it comes to Ghana politics and the elections are going to Wadaroma for a sort of form be able to fumbiano. This is a tie for Tiano Maya Swati Wadaroma. Yeah, that's the Sylvia said only a drink come on. All right, yeah, bye. Yo, at here for way Sylvia happy anan ena yenen train komono and what day a year la basis 22 polling station results a buy and PN dues one onunya 1 a year the new force in 7 NPP in 95 and NDC in 237. And no na Sylvia de a buy we first provisional results for abandon. We the na Kofi wanu go asem so memo bon tauba ma menuaba ma ni Odote Lamte Junior akwaba ni ye mo akwaba de ba Today Ghana News TV so
you me that say mchakese nkoma wo any with you for any menuanu mpenifo a so almost shown so michamu ina
yeah that's it yo Kofi we de Wadaroma bon to fama na fi yenko na menko yima so na fi later
yeah me de be twa to ne say me kan bibi say wo me observation mu no menje na na adodanko akufo ado nida na menje ne din so da enti ebra o kan say military no emma emfa wo hunra election we mu no me doubt ye enti enya me nwanwa wo incident a esi wo Obuasi East say asojafo mienu a omo fully armed yes omo call polling center. I learned constituency communication officer stop woman wentri a nyankopon adom nka omo gisojafo ni tuo kra timamufo no etumi patapata ma asem ne ebro we kire say Nanado can never be trusted and his word can never be taken for anything. And we are back to a trend how serious the citizens are in terms of say we say who the forces be ebe kamo omu intent and I say who the best suppress omu actions are. My dear, they will surprise you. Ghanaians are hungry, Ghanaians are crying, Ghanaians are eager for change, and that change no one can suppress it. The fire that is burning can never be quenched by any water.
Thank you very much. Kofi said, "What they first thought a day abba. Afi menko yima hona menko je yima so. Yima udu kui our Freiburg. So far, ubi o lens ni mono. Ode o satellite eto Ghana battle iso no. A day in our fan form. What have you heard? And can you share that with our viewers and listeners?"
Yo, menu amidase. Mechia me mpanyim for mwadi kan kasana ne brother ni oda Talante so a ono so adwani. Mechia ya tie for ne ahwefo nyina. Na em say me de meka se me ya krabet me di elections achi ache ye. We say wo Ghana nyina since 92 though me share the me I've me late 30s there, but I have followed the election for a while. I remember 92, 96. Na me were kura bi ase e fro ho akati so. And Mampanyini Kufo eba be campaign at that time with the Dokuno and the Gallon. You see, Ghana for your issues na ya tuaba. That is one factor. After say government ube ma promise na Ghana for benye jide woman o hwe ya Nana Akufo-Addo and as a president of Mwaba nyina no their first term no Ghana for a little bit flexible for them. Now after first term, the second term no, is when Ghanaians begin to analyze issues. Is when Ghanaians begin to check the economy and their lives, their cost of living. And the turnout now, low no, it's not necessarily say Ghana for they are fed up. One thing is they are fed up. Their trust in political, form. That is one aspect we have to look. And the other aspect is say you military deployment now and started a week ago. And also the aba beto amanfo so when Ghana for your party we think we don't want anybody to suppress us because we want to vote for somebody or we should pay the penalty for somebody to become a president or to give somebody employment. I know a problem kesiye pass me more be papa juma and as me or sacrifice my life and more be papa juma. That is one aspect. And Senanado eka ho bi na was suppressing the turnout no the voter turnout no oka ho bi because deploying of the military into the people no military nye nipa omo no yete dada ye yete ho no ye pe yasundwie even anything a Ghanaian be anything that got to do with the police or that got to do with the security no they want to avoid it. Twese uni obi kranya asem na do police station no obi ogina ho se o media dance keke no o se police wo mdia oma. And either they will take you to hell or whatever. No? Ghanaians, we are not connected with the securities so much in such a way, say military will come around and we will lead them. And also we took the 2020 instances as example, as a typical example. Obi Adwin says Oko na say Bibi Tuna his own government is not going to take any responsibility. And any one thing. Na send Dr. D can say every 8 years be say ye binyanses na ya what happened is the turnout no comes down on the side of say here 2008 tama ye to abano the first round no not turnout no form tina obi bia ntimanya 50+1 no that have to bring out the runoff no which we don't want it to happen in this 2024 election because runoff MY in suspense. We want to make it one touch. And in 2016, we realized that the NDC people they didn't come out at all to vote. Out of Niema Bakum Yenubia Omubo Fuso say Abayano Antima meet their needs. But one factor to me and China say the flag for change is yet. And what happened? The change is coming. And the change flag has signaled the incumbent government to know say the turnout is low and is going when the turnout is low is going against the incumbent and the opposition is taking over because opposition I may say will be able to marshal and I say speak to his people about 40 to 50% to come out to vote. And so far the turnout you see now I'll give the credit or I'll think say most of them here change. Not pesa buying we into looking at the results and so far my receive some of the results and you could see say turnout is going down and is very down against the opposition. So Dr. Bawumia is one of the figure. Also considering Bawumia's personality and as a vice president and any campaign messages it seems that the campaign message didn't sink enough to the people because now the message, so far, we say campaign message ben Korana say policy ben Bawumia kaya. I can't tell you one because a nipa bebre nehua ye nipa bebre hinti asam kura wokano enko the message is not sinking, but the NDC message was more sinking than the MPP. But the MPP, I think that in this time, no more opposition, they will take a lot of lessons. Once the ruling government and as an incumbent, posture himself very arrogant. The kasa ne kwan ne posture ne niema or the address issue with people no. Ayana respect him. So far, niema they target MPP no. Do not got to do with their posture. Do not got to do with their arrogance. Do not got to do with how almost say Ghanaians disrespectful. And I think going forward, this also worked against the NDC when we were in government in 2016. It got to a point that now Nipa Ghana for who say NDC focus arrogance. And now lose respect. Who say respect you. And this is the time, meaning say democracy will see it me go through successfully. It will taught or it will give a lesson for any future year politics to learn. Say, no matter what or how high you climb, you must never forget the people who put you there. Because the moment you disrespect them, I know that they were ever. Because looking at the MPP and Nanado's posture now, I bet my MPP will suffer to come back to power. Seriously. It will reversing MPP way like 10 years back. Because it's like 1992 when they were coming or they formed the MPP first to try the election. That year, I'm far more mokra. Nanado assigned your mark that era no bill because MPP ye name from Mampanini Kufuor Penso. From Mampanini Kufuor Penso, ye who say MPP no are redeeming image kakra because or by do mint farm in some point say Mampanini Kufuor ye facility way and a facility na more the social interventions be by ya timamufono who say interventions are aboom any of setena. But Akufo-Addo dear we no has wakata achievement MPP no krano a post the post channel de eba say watima achieve bibi na Mampanini Akufo-Addo amamu yakata ni nyina so. And the Ghana file your margin said they don't want to go into suffering for another 4 years.
Okay.
And it's now. Entina NDC Mabum and now share send my brother Kofi Kasa Okan is your friend is saying Krumpo is saying you see, I watched the video and I was happy how the guy was standing for like only 2 military men struggling. Now at the point, one guy bekan who take the military down or air press or form. And mami whom bibi say power is to the people and not in a uniform or with whatever. When people near Bresse, they will make a decision. You can bring machine gun or you can bring whatever because the guy availed himself say on kunu prekon and on to mono. And he took it upon himself say on best struggle. This tells you say you cannot undermine the power of the people. Say amount to me and this is so we should take a lot of lessons from this.
The we said the say I said the what do you can declare and this win the
Brother Fred, me Makasa what is the Makacho said we have made a lot of calls. We have made a lot of calls in their course. And we know, say, at the end of the day, I don't know your man penny that John Dramani Mama can't say, and I leader can't say, results no beja to man. It should be fair, it should be transparent, it should be avoidance of any other malpractices. And the obeja to now mom say a self-duty result and a ballot ballot stuff and I'm trying and go through. NDC, we have plans in place, and I know for sure. Say we have won. And yes, I think we know. I know what is going on the ground.
Iman Musio. Namenko ni Odate Lamti Junior. I hope ni Wadaroma didn't kind Hefana Tokube now say.
May I say, Bradford, because of free Poland, Poznan to be precise.
Poland, okay. Hey, where did that say when you're dajina because Poland for Yatamonka pa. Wadaroma elections here kosi so far also do any dear today what was to form a dear na what here dear na opportunity at here for never for a check.
That's the pani akwenya no. Someone when him say elections no a very, very important aspect. Emma, yeah, can be mami can be a memono. Now, this particular election, meaning some, but some follow elections, but aside Mr. Disney research kakama from the grounds, no. This election now a very, very critical one for Yema in Ghana. Over the last 8 years, no. Aban where Nana Akufo-Addo aban ne Dr. Bawumia aban at the Ghana for afa Oyaw Muko any aprenpren bebre mu. Na yehwe resources omunya a JMD jomo any output omo de aba there is so clear say we need to do something about it. Enunti enende Ghana for in our dumping. Majority of the people John Dramani Mahama. Oshe voter turnout now, Sena minimum penny for in our canon is very low. And in any instance, bia voter turnout very low piano. It goes against the incumbent government because for sure, opposition government needed. There are people are ready to vote and vote for change. Now you share videos say pop up. Now paper CB stamp. Mijidi say yemu bia wo ha say John Dramani Mahama na after this election you declare results nema Vice President Bawumia. You will never accept this one. The peace you enjoy Ghana very fragile. Inti security institutions no any easy no almost share no because people know wild. What happened in 2020? You couldn't for 8 there were other malfeasance in a lot of police stations, brutality. Yeah, just snatch a ballot boss. No, this year, no, all those hosts. Of course, there may be some places where the rigging might go on, but the percentage of the rigging has been reduced and shattered. And it is clear, say, in Framana Airport. This election and yet easy and declare the winner of the results. Some elections is the people who already declares the winner before the EC can even come out to support that claim. Indeed, it's very clear whether they like it or not, whether they are going to stop the ballot box, whether they are going to use the military to intimidate people, whether they are going to use other dubious means to try and tilt this election in their favor. No, all their plans will not work.
All their plans will not work.
It won't work. Even if the elections, the results are declared in favor of the current government, it's a total averse to the wishes, the whims and feelings, the election feelings of the people. And I think it is better to preserve the peace that we are having, to consolidate our democracy, to deepen the respect for our constitution, rather than choosing the path of chaos, where chaos means total distraction for all of us and also the stagnation of government business and processes. And for me, what is going on, the way the people are vigilant about their vote, protecting their ballots, no one is sleeping till the 48 hours is over and John Dramani Mahama is declared as president. We are at a crossroads. For me, I call it the dilemma of Ghana, where we have to make a very, very, very serious decision about the next 4 years of our lives, comparing the economic performance of both governments, comparing the infrastructure performance, even in terms of agriculture. Everything shows clearly that this government didn't come to help us. They only came to loot, to share, and the most, in quote, pardon my language, the most annoying thing is the hypocrisy, deliberate ignorance, deliberate incompetence. I didn't meet me so when someone is building ultra-modern health facilities, obviously attack me say when someone is building schools for the youth and for the people, obviously just say it's a nice song. It is about time we need to gather our thoughts and push for the new
thank
Ghana
you
agenda.
so much.
Yeah,
Thank you so much. Ni
Yeah.
nyamishra bebre say what they talk about. Now fi me call your friend and said Dr. Lawrence Doc. Me pesa you focus kakra on the violence so far yet my counting the promise that the Ghana Armed Forces, the Ghana Force, the military will not be deployed to the polling stations. Yet we've counted some areas military men na omo honomo. So far, no we are there course we are any sebi omo koto aba and omo the ballot papers are show omo jala BM like those who wanted to print more ballots on Matisse Kumasi so a year Joseph Yame national organizer Motimia Kusi about 200,000 ballot papers be a will be fee near there. Who tears are no way na do you feel say Ghana ya batway a free a fair so far results in your mad and declare here but so far what you have witnessed do you have trust in this electoral committee say obey my papa
May I say well before I answer whether we have trust in the electoral commission and the military deployment, I mean the initial checks and I say the initial results that are coming up, actually said this is very, very early in the day though. Very, very early in the day. Sir NDC for presidential NDC winning in most of the polling stations are 2016, 2020 Omulusu year. That is the first signal. And then the other signal is that right now NDC is doing well in Ashanti region. And we are between 30 to 40% mark, but like I said, it's early in the day. And Bawumia is doing very, very poorly in the voter region. He is doing less than 15%. He should be doing like 30%, but he's doing less than 15%. And most of the polling stations in Boko, where there was fight, most of those polling stations recorded 0 for MPP.
Oh,
yeah, they recorded 0. I mean, nobody in those polling stations voted for the MPP. And then you had 300, 350, 400, 450, 500 for the NDC. I mean, these are all good signs for the NDC. And like I said, this is still very early in the game and not in the day. And it's all counted to the fact that the voter turnout is still is low, and when it does that now, it favors the
opposition.
Now, you see, Mia Ghana no mintimi hu die ntia say ye obi electoral commissioner, and I say ye fan as a director at the electoral commissioner, omuntimi come up to change the way we even vote. Do you see? In America, we don't vote the way the Ghanaians vote. America, they would ballot what they call or what we call ballot paper. And the man now who shade what you ought to shade that there is a machine beer with the koshim. With the machine who koshim pe now will say your vote has been counted, and that's it. And you're saying na ye be ni akan 1, 2, 3 na ye well, the serious and the dangerous aspect of it to cry and say, yeah, at the polling station, next year, sounds they call baby a friend collation centers. And a collation centers, no honor in 70 in hour. Well, the honor in Viamuno war, a honor or mutimi interplace some numbers and some figures. No more numbers, no more channel wrong. Just so they can rig the elections. And this year elections na year no the electoral commissioner there one more who more them crack. Na senkebe ye pa anka whether MPP wins or whether NDC wins, so Jim Mensah ne Nasari there, I will say omutimi resign. I mean, say NDC win here, they will resign even before President Mahama is sworn in. That one everybody knows in Ghana. Says President Mahama win this presidential elections. Jim Mensah and Bosman Asari there, they would resign before President Mahama is sworn in. They know that. Everybody in Ghana knows. But even if the MPP wins, they should still resign. Because I say
look, me bacho people are no same and eventualities possible.
Okay. Well, me that's so. Enti Sankro from me and we boss Masare name Jim Mensah the Omoye Electoral Commission no. Now ukaso so a omum person beji omum fun so atum. And any problem no. Enti omukwa no omukopem a na afei no omu de ferwe no omu aye ne sede enya wo de wo kan no nti no omu ye corrections no na mom de omu ankasa hu nti no omu ye corrections no. They never want to give credit to anybody. Meanwhile, the person who came up with the problems no and no na mo ye hu adwuma hu ekoduru ba bia mo hu say no, the fault you have made. Mwayem from so nti esem sesam monoma. Enti Electoral Commission and the Electoral Commissioner no there, to be honest with you, I've never ever trusted them since 2017. I said 2018 I did sa position no more. Now said the yenua agbeko kan ye no Nana Akufo-Addo enipa bi a ordinary way ka asem a na ordinary baako ayi apie. He is never a trustworthy person. Nana Akufo-Addo has, even in his campaign from 2016, Benina, utim sentron kwan wuchasa. Say, police for na modebemo mo akọ the polling centers name why constituencies. Na soldier for the crowd they will be at the background. Anti-police for no be from when there is an incident. Aburu police for no so. And then they will need the military to intervene. This was the assurance they gave to the Ghanaian people.
Yeah.
Do you understand? And this was written for everybody to know and understand. Now, the election started first. Matu bodemu ewo aflawo. Enti ye kotu abano se mimie ena sasem we ya kan so omunim so omu sheda. And yes, I no say there are a lot of Ghanaians omu ye Ghana for, but a bit Togo. And a business ye adwuma o Togo. And a business afuom wo Togo. Wahu, enti say ade abeche ami ato aba. Na se otimi close border no a. Na se ofina afuom na wantimi amba ne fie. Amba mbeto aba. Why any dey? Wantimi amfiri adwuma mu amba ameto aba why ne dey when timi amfiri baby okoye ebinum kra wo Ghana omo mpra no wo Togo omo yire no wo Togo enti because ne bonia ne say oye Ghana ni na owo afom wo Togo ne bonia no wahu ena mo ka kire yen say mumma asojafo no MB at the front which yet ase now on the day of elections asojafo nko an yehu. A police for no crowd, Mukansa Mujon on Babu anymore. A police visible. A soldier phone all over the place. Unless Omo Mucha video, no, or Musheda no Mucha videos, no, a police for this media, I cannot tell. But it is hard for you to think, say, Omusheda, a police for free, and dear soldier for Beshe videos, no, because that is the soldier for are all we see. On the issue of security, one of our panelists said it Omobuba too, which I saw the picture. I didn't see the video. I saw the picture. And we end this in just like that. Meanwhile, President Mahama, former President Mahama, said, "Ono mpese obeba beye president na mojaba akukra beto form." But look at what Akufo-Addo and his men have done. And maybe at collation center hokran a honedin yen you home punie Yendu collation center empunie eno mukunkum yankrofo yi. Enti Alfred medie ubisamia meka say the buck stops with Nana Akufo-Addo, the president. He is a failure. He is a failure, and he's a failure.
Thank you. Thank you, Doc. Doctor say Nana Akufo-Addo or a failure. No, I can't prince. I remember him was a cancer need soon prince, and that's what I say. A seminal imudu. Yo, me coffee. What aroma? Minim Kumasi incident to see national organizer Joseph Yamin. It to me and then the member Echo CZ ballot papers be near there. What was them now? What was them? What can say now? It wasn't just an isolated case, and I say it be baby. Now the year who need the kakra year who but the year who need the year go from what they are fast here.
Alfred Mesada Wasibio. Yamin ballot papers are okuhui, I think say 2000 plus. Me share ni video no na me share on network biso ebra omo ye ni interview na Yamin kyerɛ sɛ no kre omo enya tip off no ana omo follow up na omo kɔto ballot papers no ya pack wo ana men kan say ya package a ɛdɔɔso yie na de omo te anu hui no de na yɛ ntom printing enti for now yanka say once omo cheye no yanka say etumi eye adwuma nyankopɔ na yɛda na ase senka akromfo techi amoafo epese omo de kronobɔ ebewura abato emu na nyankopɔ eyi omo to ema yehu ne ntem me sure say attempt de omo ye o baabi bebre na as to say eye effective no menjindi because so far say wo share outcome na eba na menya sure say sa ballot staffing ne exchange of ballot papers no so almost swap ballot paper boxes no adwuma menya sure for now see ade me mesre and it's a stage edu no Ghana for ayoma famude na NDC nipa wayi won se wo monko collation centers no wo na see a mesro mo se asodie kese no abeda wo so because kokromoti baako ana yakeka bom obi aye na afamude awie afedi aka ye wo a ye de adwuma na hye won sa se dima party no eni enyina na ebetumi ana anya party ni nyina na ebetumi akogina coalition center at the regional level, at the national level. And unti na party na yi na musifo edi o makogina gina sa amia no. Inti sa nipa na omugina sa amia no. Me stress obi bia obetumi ateme nka wa akonya isu no. Onfa ne se ne maame na eda emergency unit. Ana ono ni the only person or family a obetumi akwaji eduro ewo pharmacy shop edi abre doctor no edi aka ne maame ama ne maame ho ato no se sa tenabia no ubedem a se bimpredua sa ubejai akono munsuo ama maame ewu ana ubetu mirika te se de marathon ko mirika di wieye no eno ne ensembisa NDC wona nipa wayi won so wonyina coalition centers no wo musa won ho se CCA no eyo maame ena da emergency unit doctor gina ho ye operation wo hia duro mienu so wode kan maame wo maame ma no ho to wo beko akodi nkomo ama wo maame awu fi se duro no so tam da so ana wo be hye se won sa beka duro no na se wo de wo rekra na besi ama na yatwa na won sa ka duro na wo de duro na abeka wo maame ama wo maame ho ato eno ne condition CCA wo mu.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. Entokwa frowa na wo yafi akeka. Ya no mo de entokwa no mu di kan hu se enkoye mo mu. We nye David ni Goliath. Etwam. David kra wantumi anyina Goliath ani ma nto twede. Woto tai. We de eye menu mienu na omuhu omu symbol elephant no eno be ye the size of NDC ema wo mu. Ana ye NDC and as a Ghana NDC for no, MPP for to be the size of an ant. Into MPP for now going into the war, no, and as a going to the election, they knew say right from scratch. Enkoyi. Into almost started akeka. Nyankopon adom. NDC nsomrantie na wonde omo ahyehye nyinae no. Omo nso hu se nkofo ne se apro no omo de kekaba. Nti omo nso de dade hyehye omo nsa no omo de bobo omo seso pampampan. Enu bi na yamin ekwachi omo no. Sesi ade akodu no ya bobo omo bobo omo seso amoma emregu ho. Yesi abo bia nso bewu a opre. Nti ubetena ha ma obi afiri nachi abenyane no ana wowo ubetwa ne tipreko ama de aka naka ahoma. Eno na memesre NDC for. Se NDC jina won na so yi na coalition no boni ensi a abane e one touch ma NDC
mo ye
wa
na
me hwehwe mu ene kakra medi ho adanse no abane e one touch ma NDC na se wakotena akoye opani bi a okọ strong room kwaje tea no me ye ne de a ene na se bi mpreduasa dwumadi a enko se NDC edidi ni opponent no onfandi wono ankasa ne coalition personnel.
Yo, Kofi, me da se bebre e wo submission. Yima me be kwa kan some messages kakra ba na me ba na maba wo ho abebusa se voters ato abono abato ya to awie. Voters no mawi omadwuma, Kofi nkoda. Na yemfa de aka no e ma John Mahama na NDC executives na anase voters no esa wo responsibilities bi eye ebra ye kinkan ye be kinkan abaya na ye kinkan abaya na me koba obeyi sasem ya no mame na yakwe nim so mame hwe message kakra ba na afi ye kinkan ma tifo we eye Today Ghana News TV and o hwe and election 2024 special edition show na dey brewe and then Ghana akwa about was this year about when we baby kinkan na this year some parliamentary candidates declare or more winners near there minim say obana say you are retaining the seat nti not the hono way Joe akomia Joe akomia say eyezu eyeza Joe ehwe ewo YouTube and na Jaframa TV so say good evening and greetings from Raura in Oti region. Very good evening to you all in Oti region. Yes remo momo modern say abana mato no momo ban na akenkan no we yan kind of finchem Oti region for Afi Kwaku Yevo say good evening, watching from Suhum in the eastern region. We are vigilant at the polling station, watching you live. Thank you so much, Koku. And from Paul Bay, if you say Akuse is in a joyous mood, and Kwaku from Paul Edebaye, say Akuse is in a joyous mood. I believe say party be air trendy or honorable. Maybe it's watching air here you to maybe say good evening. I have the feeling to be happy watching you guys. And sorry, I have the feeling to be happy watching you guys with the analysis from your panelists. Greetings from Lisbon, Portugal, and Mavis at the Bay. Mavis said that's a very say Brenda or they or adventure banner every Portugal. Afi asampa hene boache say watching and listening from Achim Hemai in the eastern region. Na asampa hene boache and so they are by Afi Lady Mal 2 Russia St. Petersburg. Lady Mal 2 say, oh, actually, you guys are doing very well. Watching on Twitch from St. Petersburg. Thank you so much, Lady Mal 2. Afi Sikapa family say we went out to vote peacefully. Now it's time for the NDC to protect their votes. Watching from Jumapo near Koforidua and also at the Baye. Kwakunsia say change is here. Let's keep our fingers crossed. Watching from Angulo Town in Koforidua. Now also they are free one about Facebook. Na Afi Fans TV say they want to intimidate us with the military, but it didn't work. Watching from Aflao Volta and also the buyer. Frima Oye Ehe face was watching from Mantineer who the rest is obvious from here. Thank you, Frima. La Consult and our LA Consult was say kudos guys. keep the fire burning. And I also so at the buyer. After Nanata Frimu, so or Tatali. Nanata Frimu say greetings from Tatali, Northern Ghana, and greetings from Sakina Information Center listeners. Very greetings to Sakina Information Center listeners. So after Robert Kimpe was say, I am watching from Paris, France. Kudos to you all, comrades. After Ghana, if you say, Doctor, don't worry. They can't manipulate the results. God is in total control. Watching from Bosusu in the Fantiakwa South District. Mame Amma breaking the 8th, and I want to show the bite fair YouTube. After Kwame Addo, I say Luis Kwame Addo is monitoring from Amsterdam. NDC is winning. Eyezu, Eyeza. Comedy that was very we comment name the abandon. I believe said Dodona, if you was in Dodona, polling stations and more monitor collision centers or more monitor banner then. I feel my main call a year me panelists war. I feel Yemfa Jumediano and Twasso and Chennai the Jumediano so Airberry we today got the news TV and I did ready for Ebra War election 2024 special edition show. Dr. Lawrence, USA, Emmanuel, Anon, Germany, Afi Kofi Agbeku, political analyst, Ghana, and a ni Odote, Poland, ni Odati Lamti, Poland, na Sylvia, so Sylvia, so Ghana. Yo, Ima, maybe call kind messages, but the questions be to Honomo. Let me say. Voters akotwa banewi come obi what viewers kwaba for them by say o ma yo mo de awi the aka say NDC ebebo aban ho ban we busa say who is NDC or who are the NDC members. So voters say me vote ma akotwa banewi a ma to ma JM ma to ma NDC parliamentary candidate sabri men ka say ma ko me sa me wi maduma men koda na men hwe say JM ene se dim katiamo emo abato na matun ho ban na de tia ya kaso ya rene and na say voters no esa will responsibility be play sabri ya ken kan ya bayi mo na
yo Alfred Medase one say utie the national anthem na oka bibi say we should resist oppressors rule one ka say ba akofo your collective responsibility say we do everything to resist oppressors' rule. Voting is one task of a voter, but protecting his vote or making his vote count is one aspect also. And this is a responsibility. So what to abana ya nkan waba na ya impose obi wo so a that means waba no ya invalid. After queuing the whole day na oka say me de ma queue the whole day ma try we aso ensu abome ma to abana we I'm going to sleep na omo nkan waba no ma waba no and decide whom you want him to be the president. Na say waba no ya invalid. Na dia ya invalid so one say it's very key say obekwa akoto ade bia a performance special function be not the best check machine na machine be ka say invalid one way you call the customer unipa na otoma on ho na one way you no dey to be see any dey because open say performing a special function. So the voters they want a change and they want a special function omo abato no e wo say eyemo enti at the end of the day no say we jai to na say nipa na eye ne responsibility say okan no wan kan a na che say u decision na o make ye no invalid I near do.
So what advice will you give to me as a voter?
Obi a wato aba bia no your social responsibility say obeboa ama wo decision ene wadwem po e wo tim no abam enti me mesre obi a say moma ye nyina nko na ye nko witness say omo kan ye vote na say omo akata so a omo resist e de akɔhye baabi I decided kukuom amaye every say wo kɔtena fie a wo be da hu say ye kan vote na ya nkan.
So which means say said na JMO can say operation 48-hour vigil. Say
Exactly.
collective. Police station na police center ho. Nefu oni kodi achire. Is that
already no party no performing a role where you be a better now say unsupervised say you be kind where you better you nipa ba ko na me you pe. And this also koka no ho na mo ye dodoa na mo betimi protest na mo resist oppressors rule. Sabio mame emfa wonfa ade we mu ketwa bi Africa. Aya ade amadi ho yaw pa. Hwe say yesterday kabi mame nka bi aye democracy 1992. 1996 yet waba. 2000 yet waba. 2004 yet waba. 2008, 2012, 2016, 2020, and 2024 yet waba. Afre so kwaji obi ade a wo hwe ne yi ana se wo se no na wa frɛ nipa no sa ade na me beje en mase no. Democracy ya practice over 30 years no. Ede na dia beka democracy no ho. Ana say democracy no call reverse. These are the things some of us are here mabunu. We are worried about. Say democracy no ye who improvement build democracy no. Say democracy no ye adwuma. What is the necessity say obi crank a wato na aba wi no. Enke also say be gina polling station. Ehwe so mo kan na aba. Because in the year 2015, let the vote count for what was their mission? Let my vote count. They were insisting say omo vote be counted in the after the election. But as at now, you me say who said, are they counting people's votes? Omo aim and what the cause our demonstration no? Have they achieved the aim? And as I see there any valid view, say people's vote must be counted.
Thank you.
And Akufo-Addo, he should look at the democracy. Abatwo eka democracy no humanity mu on check enhwe na doctor eka asem no o kan asem bi fa electoral commission electoral commission ko all the institutions etoda yem hihie say aban we pen so institutions nyina say look at the police mo social responsibility say mo taking in charge of internal security. Amoye interior mo under Ministry of Interior no mo jam aduma trauma soldiers for taking over. What is your duty? It seems that the police don't even know their duty. The police are the internal managers of the country. Until elections we know Munan Kasabrinke say IGP I call it the commander, the CDS. Akacha say, hey, this is not what we agreed on. Withdraw your voice. We have not said yentimi mobile. It's when we need you, is when we will call you to bring your voice. Why do you deploy your voice all over our police from Ponyo Moduma? And now if you video be a police and a military, a kaketwa bin common exchange and a military no honest status or crocking a gun. And a police in the kitchen and say, oh yeah, Minister of Defense, who are under Minister of Defense, I met me Minister and the Minister of Interior. And it was back to back. And I mean who said the police, on lose control. So we need a total institutional reforms in all sectors. Look at the court system.
Yeah, that's it.
Because court no dey appropriate. Enti one of nyina no omo responsibility say omo nkono nkobo omo aba ho ban say be abato no be one touch near be avoid all these institutions. Now you are reforming and sana ye be bibia for ho.
Thank you very much, Hima. Say also do what papa man call a new or that honey. The same question goes to you. Should the voters go to sleep or they have other responsibility to play or a role to play as far as sorting of ballots and counting of the ballots are concerned?
Alfred, me follow up from baby Emmanuel making the point, and I think Imam make a very, 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 very important point. Say, Oman asumdrebe mu na from your baby moa. As I say, political institutions no. Nipa no kono mo munya jidi mu. The moment there's no trust for the political institutions and there's no trust for the organizations no. Ekosi I to say a ja ewo ho aye twen say the matches bepa atum. Enunti and our elections we know are very important. Emma obi biara ohia say opeso hu the necessary reforms and changes. And to make sure, say, the right person now will pen on so back. I must start changes in the reforms now, then you need to protect your ballot because we can't trust the political institutions anymore. Poland, I think 3 months ago or 2 months ago, there was the presidential and parliamentary elections. I was really shocked. It was my first time witnessing the elections here. Said the day, said campaign, said rally, said even day of election in Pokra, until the day they have a special, they call it the day of silence before the election. Because why? They know for sure. They trust their political institutions to really, really, really make sure that the will of the people will prevail. Instead, the results nearby, although there was a coalition government, everybody was okay. As I said, Obia or to Abano, or Donimai, or person who the necessary changes, or person who the right leadership in control of the affairs of the country must be there. This one, upese who vote no counted, upese who make sure because the people are able entrusted themselves. Strong coalition center. We have instances that they're in the same box with the MPP people. They have the money now. What question room na be $300,000 amount say J Kawanutum na kwa Bema Charlie Sikadi Obiafe everybody can get enticed. It's nipa muana nipa timemu fono mutu abano. It is their duty to be there to observe, not to cause chaos, not to cause problem, not to fight, but to observe and make sure say abano moko too within the day no mo jina ho observing no. Ya shisha ni pepe pam omuhuatom anya video and photo evidence until the elections is called in favor of the party you know you voted for, and also for the party that we all know is the right party to take the helms of the affairs of this country now. Until we get the declaration for both presidential and parliamentary elections, nobody should sleep.
Thank you. Thank you. Until we get a declaration for both parliamentary and presidential, nobody should sleep. And none ye de caution Emma a parliamentary candidates say I'm just monitoring some news feed some parliamentary candidates are winning almost seat and they've started jubilating. And if it doesn't know, they shouldn't jubilate so early. They should make sure they protect the presidential ballot and also so they shouldn't leave the coalition center. They should be there and make sure the presidential results is not shortchanged. And I think it's a good call. Your friend say Odati why and I think say Pennyfo T and RFO so they will do justice to that. After your time no area break said ye canon and so you back your last round, your last lap said ye canon. So may call Dr. Lawrence or Doctor your last words because we are going to do vigil to monitor the airwaves to see how the trend is going and all that. But until we sign off from this show, what are your last words?
Alfred, also an adrenaline now, so me show anymore when you come.
Many dear could be confused me night and you hear, but men that me or coffee machine, my coffee machine is here.
Alfred, by me and the men not crow.
Anyway, Munina mu US and say Mukasa na metamase because maybe the ebebo your friend is saying Chanopa 5 a.m. Now have about 12 p.m. and I said,
oh, okay.
And media man now, I mean, is justified because you know I can wait until the elections are declared. Now, my last statements, and it's elections in year 12 at the various voting centers, no, or more kind. Ebi kura so akanya wie. Now that baby here pa the coalition centers. That is where the rigging is. Omuka say your friend is saying elections are won at the polling stations. Elections are won at the polling stations. I mean, collation centers no pa no movie or enti me my district dia me dey to NDC for titru and it's a medium or US, so definitely I cannot be at the collation center. But omwa ombetimi akọ collation center hono akọ how the results are collated no omo modern say omubeko enafe I mean ombeko hopa no bedru them and then they be I think said there are some people who are assigned to your friend is saying go with the results to the collation centers so that there wouldn't be any ballot swapping, on the way. And now, so at the presidential level, no, regional collation centers also ye because 2020 we are 2020 we are regional collation centers no, and I mean we have examples and information about how some regions, figures were changed and all that kind of stuff until and intina Emma Dimensa announced presidential elections now about 5-6 times.
5-6 times,
yeah, because na region no the figure for fraba. Na region be the figure for fraba, and I mean, so far as I am concerned, we didn't know where the figures were coming from, but once they got to Jemensa, no, I mean, she was okay to announce them, and that was how we lost it. One of the reasons why we lost the 2020 elections from the regional collation centers. Enti se omutie de kan dia omunye omunfa omuadwene nko and na face so said the nyina ya kan wa ha no ema obia na until say your friends and the results are counted and declared, and then the winner is made to, told to the general public that this is the winner. I understand that some of the parliamentary said they were kind of offered. Some of the parliamentary NDC parliamentarians have retained their seats, and that is good news. Presidential just boom at the core region region this is come with the boom and some of who actually what is going on. And it's a presidential results in terms of the winner we can understand, but parliamentary the friends and declaration at the collation center, so as to say, and once it's declared or once you are declared you are declared, it doesn't go anywhere. And finally let us reserve our jubilation, let us reserve our celebration for now and remain focused. The word is focus and vigilance. You're vigilant, you're remaining focused, and let us not start jubilating yet because we have a very long day, and I think say ya can be free say omubo 2020 elections now you say NDC any President Mahama lose no yenum bi ya twira na yenum bi ya adwuma ya enti na kura no man twira hwe na man nya hwe because I saw it say they've had enough education and they've been well informed that this is what they really need to do. Enti the omuasiano omufanya adwuma wo from honum na yenye vigilant na yenye remaining focus until all the parliamentary seats are declared, and maybe my project is NDC is going to get not less than 170 parliamentary seats, and Dramani Mahama is going to win landslide, but that is for the records. They should remain vigilant, they should remain focused, and inshallah God will give us victory.
Thank you so much. They should remain vigilant, they should remain focused, and inshallah, victory will be ours. Thank you so much, Dr. Lawrence. Wunyadaje Enyabre, now de Wadrimpo, a day Abatudra. A tifo so tea was opemo, and this for tea was opemo, and I believe said they would do according to but not according from. You, Mame call Kofi a honor now. Kofi, I mean your last words. Now, if I made it into a poem. Hello, Kofi, what you can?
Hello?
Hello, Kofi?
Yeah, I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
That network,
no problem. Now, me because I said, Mame your last words.
Me person me di twa to ne se abato no de ya to awie de aka ene se mesre NDC MPs ni nyina de wawi ni de wonya wi ni de wadi ntwo mesre o mo se obi bia endi abanachi a nkopem se ye be declare John Dramani Mahama president strategy a MPP for AUSU ebra ye declare parliamentary result or constituency level no jubilation ni nya start pe no manya afa ho atumi aye omonneoma nti mesre say NDC PC bia responsible say also making sure say the results from the constituency to the region to the national the same and accurate ransana echinechi ene na de chie no obe starting the jubilation was started. This is not a time for any jubilation. This is the time for extra vigilance. And this sankofo we there yenim de ombetumi aye late former President Rawlings kan na yamfa no that serious. This time around yehubi in fie nwatwen yehu the clearing agent aye o mine or how or do o mine akom enti yema yeni na ho kopim say ye be declare John Dramani Mahama victorious. That time no ana NDC parliamentary candidate no ye nyina jubilate edimachi kam ho a ebe efe asen say mu be jubilate na moja enam kese na ankasa ato apaso amakromfo bi abefa kakra mpese meka no
beda se bebre Kofi Agboku se wo so wo de abetudwa afi ma men ko yima hwe na yima menyo so last words bra ye ko yima de na wo ka
Alfred we de medawase mesre Ghana fo nyina mema Ghana fo nyina moniyo ya ye adwumaden na mu di aka ne doso moma yenko na yenko bo ya bato ho ban moma yenko na yenko hwe say not a single person is left out uncounted because adwumano yewura John Dramani Mahama nko entimi mfiri nkran anase general nominee executives no omuntimi mfiri mmia emma yempeso aso emmebo abano ho ban pepe pese ne yepeno no nanso yeso yewo responsibility yewo asudie kakrada yeso every say aban no ba na sentotoye ekoyie na niema ba forma timamfo no ye na ebedi so de aban bia ne responsibility ne say obetoto niema ama timamfo ho atom ye nkasa aban bi perfect 100% because you know say America crown under Joe Biden no their system was not perfect. That is why maybe they brought back many panel police and Trump. Yeah, the Trump passing aba. Enti yesere Ghana for omonko na omonko witness sabio so bi so yet training obeba betutu a ontunkunye nyina every say so betra se mo ho akere wo de near the obia impose war so de also a hero for the country because yana nanom e de omoja to Ghana to amaye aduru men so me no so sabio se me na me Ghana Alfred nka me nka nwamanum nka obetimi din already so kanya de se me MPP for chance kete kora enti mra so se yeso yebde ye kra ene nipadua nyina bebo afode ama Ghana man nkirima kase mre bi duru ya na Ghana kwa hohia bi mpanyimfo bia na mo aba moto aba yi leader bi na saa time no na democracy na duru to the stand say omugina so ehye aban ehye electoral commission until so declared their verdict as a winner anu na ye hwehwe sabi o tu bi na akoda na oka say why wadwuma wi a you have not achieved anything sabre no ye bra ese nyina kabom na mesre NDC for mo money nji bebre sabre mu ye wadwuma ye pa wa wini parliamentary wa unim se untamu mantamu mampanyini ni parliamentary nyina mo awene no enye ni gie gidigidi so e wasa wo reserve ho preserve ho yie efise wo adwuma da yanim ye sa adwuma na ye Ewura John Dramani Mahama nko na ebe ye eye collective ayi na ye nyina ebe ka bom a develop Ghana na nchirima abedi so mfaso enti obia hwe ne ho so yie sere be ya nhyehyɛ papa ye de ba no 24-hour economy no osu benya adwuma ye na osu watimi do ho ahye amanyo nsensem no na ye nyina yetimi akasa minua me ba abrochi ade ba akọ masua afri mrofo ho ne se onye political affiliated krana still wo kire na adwen ye demonstration okọ bi ko kire na adwen o exercise ne right na Ghana de ase kuro no ya wo ya atoma wie mfa ye ho ebese nse be ye nyi no that mentality no mesre Ghana fo nyina se mumye nyi free ti bi nyina nye baako se ne abrochira ye fa ye nyina ye tu kwan di mirike ba se ye ba abrochire no sabi omi mbedru abrochire no se opportunity fufuro bia wo ho anka me kofie efise nyema bebre ho a ene me nhyehyeye no enhia nanso me kuro mu nyenti mintumi nsanko na mom ye kabom ye totu ye kuro mu yi a me mbotire se Ghana se Africa ba bia anye yi kura Ghana betimi aye yi aboro so kura
that's it
omo wa kontu mu nyina aba fie nti mesere se obi a nkobo na aba ho ban na anije no omano mra fom ye woda eye anije da kese pa wo ni nti ene de omano mra fom na ye kese ne ma kopepepe na nyame ya adomo a anije da na ewo ye nim after say ye tima achieve my Ghana ye very great na yesisi airport kama yesisi hospitals kama ye wo schools kama na some of us ya ba fie na yeso yetimi emengo with the system
that's be brave ima me that's
me chair bibi ha
yanko pon sha be brave ima say also do wadwen kira ba am say ni ahoma no atwe ni mu kakra say ni wo ho a Mr. Producer fanama me na me nyene last week say this idea then yeah the asida be ma me panelist Dr. Lawrence our NDC USA na oka NDC communication team ho ni na fe no ba ni we de nke ye jawo kaka na ye to jawo
but me taking more time but asem kaka me kan say Ghana for ema ye remfi nyama ema ye Ghana for nyama ka ye boom any nyama ye pese ye hu o yankasa ya brabom enokre enye obi a o Ghana bia ne pe input ekoso epese nyama be yi but omo amupe Ghana ye na omo odo ema oman no omo ka makoma ntom ye mi no omo ye the needful some be bo aba na omato no ban nkosi se victory ne beba nkosi se obia be hu na no ne ho ano epo ni na no na enije na ba no obi anya wild obi anka na kuma nto ni wenye ntokwa enye sekan me betuma ba me bom aba ho ban me behwe me kan make sure say results there by bia etali with their eco regional they tally with their eco national na asumdwe ni odo a ewo yentem as Ghana for no yentine musa pepepe me da say
yes that's be brave ni Odati Lamti Junior that's be brave afi
Alfred
yes doc
Thursday no mene Jerome here show no or say me of all the panelists me kwan am wo abojuse fita nti obebre me £100
Jerome oni pounds odi euro
okay and the euro no be kan pounds no nti wo so me ne wo panelists no nyina me na me wo abojuse fita nti wo so kan bibia de bebre me na afa me hu manim
yo atiefo we said the one moti Dr. Lawrence one of our regular panelists na your panelists nyina the year under review on any panelists or what about yourself me kai those times sa papa na TV advert be GTV the pana na mosquito sinapam na the pana pam what's it me samboja no that one come refinidin. So Dr. Lawrence, what aroma, so the media today Ghana News TV and then I shall bonus say. It's all to pretend ye show boss ye de victory, JDM victory. But ebema obre wa bre for the past 4 years, 5 years, 6 years. And the next time we host you on this show, it's going to be a Thanksgiving show. One kasa obeda ahwe for na tie for ne Ghana for nyina ase say omotie wasem na omode wasem aye adwuma na afi yasre ndi say GM ebe second coming of GM. I don't think GM will disappoint. He's going to live to expectation. I am very proud of what we have done and what we will achieve. Until they miss me ashka e dia show boro no wada Roma.
Mate.
Yes sir. Me from 10 minutes time me online program.
And necessarily so yeah I think said nana kasa na obi aye busy. Everybody is getting fast from the ground until you can say ye high on ye you time be bring to the better must say munya abre munya daje na mo ne e be twen komo ye next week ye be plan Thanksgiving program na producer mo be twen komo na whoever have time maybe we'll host the next week na ye the asida Thanksgiving show because by hook or crook the NDC is going to win and going to win landslide. Thank you so much, viewers. Today Ghana News TV election 2024 special edition show near the brew. Me and me did me din Eddie Alfred Kuyoli. Nyakopon ya adomwa. Ukuyada ye de my show NDC our paper to be sharing our my show. So nyamishra na wo Ghana so na wo to baby said ye kai no ko police station ko college center on also for the kodi actually na wa mu bi am fa so kwa ana no achenchena obi afa sisa ana no nine ma mu bi anwiem because NDP for my just say kwa bi am so we aba we mu but that the no so madam say na what say na say share e be that Today Ghana News TV say and 93.7 FM the Kings Radio Sakina Information Center and Jaframa TV Fans TV so da munyina mose say mo fight media live yakopon ya doma next week Wednesday e be say share yamin come bye.
The country where I come from, the truth is irony, just like animal farm. Justice mean inequity. So who go say the truth? Who go say the truth? Christian can say